Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather and today is Saturday, December 21st of 2024. Today is my day 8 of my 12 days of Christmas baking. So I'm going to do something I wanted to try for a while now, and it's just a cake mix. So I'm going to use this Betty Crocker Angel Food Confetti Cake Mix. And I always make cake mixes, water or milk. But I sometimes will do coconut milk, but I've always wanted to try it with eggnog. And I did look it up and basically say any cake mix, you can substitute the eggnog or any type of milk for your water or your milk. So I thought that'd be fun. So I've got this one as candy cane eggnog. It's the only one I could find the other day. Everywhere seems to be kind of sold out. We're just a few days to Christmas. So I bought this on Thursday. And then today I was with my husband. We were at Walmart. Oh, yeah, there's my oven's already preheated. I know I just thought I would just get my oven preheated before I started doing this. But no, I was at Walmart today with my husband, and they had a stock of eggnog. Superstore was out, but I did find this. I paid over $4 for a liter of eggnog. It's a little bit more expensive than I would normally spend, but like I said, it just couldn't find any other eggnog, and I really wanted to try this. So here we go. Now this is the Angel Food Cake Mix, and so it says you do not grease your pan. I had to read that one. I can't say the number of times I will grease my pan, and then I read it says do not grease your pan. And of course, I do have a springform pan. I've got the square one. I don't know. I washed it. I don't know. I took my dish. I'm trying to use my pantry, and it's just things are everywhere. So the only one I found, just something sticky on this pan. I will go and wash this in a second. But the only one I can find is my round casserole dish. And I just think it's just a dish. It's like a, your 9x13 pan works good. Any size for making cake mixes and stuff. So I'm just going to do this. So I've got my cake mix, and then it says we need 1 1/3 cup. And this recipe says water, but I always prefer to make it with milk. Oops, I'm going to shake this. This didn't look mixed. There we go. That looks better. So I've got a 1 1/3. I think to there. Yep, 1 1/3. Pour it in, and then just gonna stir it. Now this is a angel food cake, so you don't want to over stir. So I'm just kind of scraping down the bowl to the middle and just kind of so I've got this almost mixed, so I'm just going to now pour it into my pan and place it in the oven. And I'm just going to double check how long that says to do it for. Okay, well this says it will actually makes 2 9-inch loaf pans. One, the big Angel Food Cake 2 pan. Like I said, I don't know where mine is at the moment. Or it will make 3 1.5 liter loaf pans. So I'm not quite sure how much this will do. I don't know the size, like liter wise. I don't know that. Don't think this says what it is, and it's a different shape. So it will take about, looks like it's going to take anywhere from 30 minutes to almost 50 minutes. So 30 to 50 minutes. So I guess I'll be back in about an hour and it should be cooked. And you'll be able to see what it looks like. And you'll be able to see which kind of cake pans I put in, because I gotta wash this one. Yeah, I always forget that you know, maybe I'm gonna run downstairs and find my actual Angel Food cake pan. So I'll be back. Right, I found my cake pan, my Angel Food cake pan. My husband recently brought in a couple more boxes from the garage that had bakewares in them. So then, I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people who, when I use this type of pan, I always have to put it on a cookie sheet or something, because the cake batter always leaks out between everything. Even the springform pans, I don't know why. Some people seem to have no trouble with it leaking. Now I did see somebody who actually, you know, lined in between the two layers. So I'm going to try that. I'm still going to put a cookie sheet under here in the oven, just because I know I don't really want to wash my oven. So here we go. I'm going to pour the batter in. So now, because I'm using a proper cake mix, or a proper cake pan. Oops, I guess there was a lump still at the bottom. Oops. Okay, well, I will just mix that in a little bit more. So I guess this will take, I can't even read the pen. The thing is now upside down, the box. Let's see, it says the actual cake pan 37 to 47 minutes. So it looks like I'll be here in about 40 to 50 minutes, how long it's going to take to bake. So I will be back within the hour when my cake is coming out of the oven. So the cake has been in for 37 minutes. I'm just going to test it and see if it is ready. And I can say it is not cooked. I can tell by just sliding it out. Here, bring the camera down so you can see that it is still pretty jiggly and watery. When I pull this, I don't know if you can see, and it's not quite set. I do know that it will set more as it cools, but I'm going to leave it for another probably 3 more minutes. Set my timer. Another 3 minutes. So I'll be back and the Angel Food cake should be cooked. Okay, so it's now been in the oven for 50 minutes. I put in for another, it was 47 minutes and then another 3. Oops. And then I put in for another 5 and then another 5. So that's 40, yeah, 50. So it's been in the oven for 50 minutes. It looks so much better now. So I'm just gonna grab the instructions and see. Immediately turn pan upside down onto glass bottle or rest each loaf. Okay, whatever. But my pan here has the little legs. So I'm just gonna flip it over. Oops. I'm gonna turn my oven off to my kitchen timer because I keep bumping it. I guess I'll do that in a minute. So I'm just gonna flip this over. Now I always find it easier to put the pan and then flip it over like this. Okay. And it says immediately turn this down or rest each loaf pan on its side on a heat-proof surface until cake is completely cool. Run a knife around edges, remove from pan. Okay, so I will be back when this has cooled. So I'm not quite sure how long. Sometimes I will put these in the fridge or freezer to help with the cooling time, but So I'll be back when the cake has cooled and it's ready to take out of the pan and ice. Right, so my cake has cooled down. I just flipped it over. So now to separate the cake from the pan, I just have to find the right knife. So I'll use this one, and you just want to go around the edge. Just to help get it unstuck. Now I'm just going to use this pan again, just flip it over, and there it goes, except I can't. What is wrong with this now? Okay, there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this pan has these little feet things, and I don't know, they make it hard to get the cake out sometimes. Here we go. Now I'm just going to flip it. I'm going to leave this wax paper on. I'm just going to grab a plate, if I can find one. Oh, there's one. Where is my cloth? Oh. I'm just going to wipe this plate off. Now this plate's not large enough. Dust it off. I don't know where my serving platters are. I think they're still packed. But this plate is just big enough for this cake. So I'm going to flip it over. Oh, that doesn't help me because now I've got the metal there. Shoot. I gotta take this off. That's what I do. I gotta take the wax paper off, and then it's supposed to come off of here. I don't make angel food cakes often. Just kind of go along here. There we go. Now I'm going to take wax paper. Oops, I just tore the wax paper. Put the wax paper back down. Now the plate and flip it over. Now we've got the angel food cake. Move this stuff out of my way. Now I'm going to ice it. So I've got a carton of icing. Just gotta grab that and I'll be right back. I know I said carton, I meant tub. Get this Betty Crocker chocolate icing. And I'm just going to give it a quick stir. I'm not going to use all this icing because I do have something else I need this icing for. But I'm just going to put some icing in here. Well, maybe I will use the whole tub of icing. just going to put icing just on the top. Because I do find sometimes this canned icing, especially the chocolate, can just be a little sweet and overpowering if I ice the whole cake with it. And I'm not, you know, I'm not a big fan of icing on everything. I know neither is my husband. So, whoop. If I'm watching where I'm putting the icing, there we go. Where there's some gaps, just like this. Now I'm gonna add some candy canes to the top. So I'm just gonna set those aside. So I just got 5 or 6 candy canes. What I grabbed 2, 4, 6 candy canes. So I'm just gonna, with my little meat mallet, just gonna crush them up. Unless the bag, you know, gets a hole in it, then, you know, we'll get candy cane bits all over the counter. I'm just going to break the candy cane pieces into the bowl just so I can get rid of the wrappers easier. To do this is you do not want little plastic pieces of wrapper in your baking. So just trying to get the candy cane out of the wrappers. But I find by breaking them up in the wrappers, a little closer here, that you get like really fine powder. And it's that really fine powder that makes it better for like on top of cakes versus the big chunks. You know, not everybody wants a big chunk of peppermint candy, you know, in a every bite that they take. They want just a little bit of a flavor and some coloring. So that's like 6 candy canes. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. You can make your pieces as big or as small as you want. I like this, so you get some of that more fine powder too. I'm just wondering if I have any, because I'm just doing this. I'm just wondering if I have any chocolate sauce in my fridge, because that would be really nice to put some chocolate drizzle on here. I know my puppy's saying she needs to go outside. I have trained her, we haven't been here that long, but I've trained her that I only put her out through the side door, and only if she goes over and taps on the door. So that's what she's doing. And then she will get mad at me if I don't come right away. So she came back to make sure that I saw that that's where she went. So I'm just kind of, this little bit of fine powdered on here. And I'm just gonna let my puppy out, and I'm gonna see if I have any chocolate sauce in my fridge. I'll be right back. I do have Smucker's Sundae syrup. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of this over top. And I said just a little bit. There. Just trying to see if I can get it to drip down the side of the cake. Doesn't really seem like it wants to drip down the side of the cake. Maybe a little bit. There, if I just go right around the edge a few times, then it starts to drizzle down. There. That's what I wanted. I want it to be dripping down the side of the cake. There we go. So I just gotta kind of just one side and just go at it slowly. There we go. Got chocolate drizzling down the side of the cake. Chocolate tastes good. Now this is the Sundae syrup, so it will harden in just a few minutes, or if I put it in the fridge. So my cake is done. I'm not going to cut into it because I'm just going to let this get some time to set up. I'm just going to do this. So there is my eggnog angel food cake with chocolate and candy cane topping. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.